Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fun-filled, fantastic, and fruitful episode of The Dice That Bind Us. Let's do a bit of a recap, shall we? Let's see, where do we even want to begin here? Last week, the group finally arrived at the Great Worm Cavern and met up with the very, very few remaining members of the Uthgarti tribe that lived out of the cavern itself. After learning that they had, in fact, murdered all of the adult age, young adult to middle-aged fighters of the tribe, they ended up offering the tribe spots on their ship as crew members. And in so, adopted 6 children, ranging from the ages of 16 to 4. And learned some names and began to have some conversations about what to do next, having recovered the broken shield, or broken-looking shield, rather, from the cavern itself. As is usual, the conversation was non-unanimous. Olan came, did some fathering, and the party has seemingly agreed that the best course of action so far is to at least go and talk to the Oracle because they're right there. So, we join our party again today on the outskirts of the Temple of the Allfather, getting ready to enter to go and return the shield and ask more questions of the Oracle. My friends, is there anything you would like to do before entering?
I think I'm good.
Land the ship?
Yeah, I assumed after everybody yeeted themselves off, the rest of you landed it to hop off carefully.
Oh, I would look to Wolfclaw and be like, you are welcome to come into the temple, but do not feel pressured.
No, I would
Yeah.
stay right here.
Yes, you
Thank
do
you.
not have to.
Yep, thank you. I will watch the ship with the goblin and the orc and the sad man.
Yes. They probably need watching more than the ship does. Don't let Gum Gum blow up anything.
Captain, you said blow up!
That is not... Gum Gum, you're off guns until we're back.
I'm gonna go have a cry. And starts and walks away.
The only thing he's good at.
Phil looks to you and goes, you learned that from me? Just smile. Just like a proud father.
Why did you all make me captain? Let's go talk to the Oracle. Oracle time. Let's just...
Perfect. You all re-enter the temple, Harshnag walking alongside you. And as you approach that large door, once again, that the runes were carved on, or the archway, rather, in the presence of the shield, the portal opens once again.
Before we go in there, was there some kind of time constraint that we couldn't be in there? We had to leave real fast.
I know last time... Oh, Zykor, this is the temple of the Anam, the Eye of the Allfather. Big, giant mythological thing. Last time we were here, well, I guess it's real. It's, you know what I mean. They're mythos and lore. We only had like an hour-ish, but I don't know if that is different now that we are coming back with an item. We'll find out when we go inside how long we have. Harshnag, any clue? I know this is unprecedented.
What do
It's
you mean you
me.
only had an hour? Like, through the whole temple?
No, once we got in there, we had an hour where the doors would close and we could never leave ever again.
So,
From those doors?
From those doors. Not
maybe
here.
we should be ready to run in case, we only have like 5 minutes or something.
I would hope not. They said that we had more questions, but yes, be ready to go as quickly as we are able. Don't, lay down a picnic or something.
You walk through the
And,
portal. You walk through the portal, you hear a loud voice going, 10, 9, 8. I see, and turns and leaves. No, yeah, you guys have no idea if the time constraints have changed or anything like that.
Also, now that we know that there might be time constraints in there again, possibly,
Do we want
maybe
to brainstorm? Yeah.
brainstorm and maybe keep things short and concise and totally not us.
Hmm. I mean, Tapartos decided to take a nap in the ship after his last training, so it might help.
It might, yeah.
Do I even want to go in there? Because it seems kind of like a chosen one thing that you probably got let out.
Oh, it's because we are trying to fix the world. You're also trying to fix the world, so technically you're more than welcome to. Zykor, do you have any questions about this situation? We have kind of glossed over a lot. You had not been here before. This is very big. You're going to talk to a voice of a god, which is normal-ish for us, but probably not for you. Anything you would like to ask us before we go in there?
Am I gonna die?
Only if you don't leave in time, but the place itself was not a threat to us. We just stood in a room, talked to people. We were constantly reminded how much time we had before we can leave, or before we had to leave, so it was pretty chill.
Okay.
Anything you need to know about who this is, why we're here, what we're doing, what we'll get? We have not been very clear with you, and I'm trying to be better about this.
I mean, Anam, God of the Giants, we're talking to a visage that speaks for him, and you're asking him questions by giving him that artifact that we argued about last week, or
Yeah,
like yesterday.
Yeah, it's going to give us theoretically a location of one of the giant clans, and also we get to ask more questions, but not sure what. Is there more questions anyone wants about this Anam thing that is going on? Ilyana, Gergak, anything you want to know in this moment?
No, I think I'm good. Just point me in the right direction.
You would also know that your questions do not have to be about specifically the Ordning or the Giants or anything. This is someone that sees the whole world at any time. Like you guys asked questions about the dragons last time that they were able to answer. So
We could ask about BB and my brother and
my
your sister.
Yeah.
Maybe gates to portals.
That is super useful. Ways to get into where the gates are. Oh my god, that would have helped a lot. Good call, Anuk.
I did something good, yeah.
look at the wrinkles on that brain, baby. You love to see it.
I may not be that smart, but I sometimes think of things.
Yes, portals or locations of current gates of ways into the abyss, ways into hell, ways into the elemental planes. We did give you, Zykor, we did give you the laundry list of places we're going. You were there for that conversation, yes?
No, we got them when we were arguing about that item. Because then I told Partos, well, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And Partos went on to explain what was going on.
That's
Do you want to
fair.
tell us what you know before we go in there?
We did get that list from Olan directly before agreeing for you to be on. Or right around in that blurry window, you were probably still shocked about the Tapartos thing that he made with the Geragak thing, and I'm still sorry about that. We're trying to figure out what's going on with him.
It's just weird. No, I wasn't really shocked by that. It was just weird.
It was weird for us too.
What I got from yesterday was that you guys are looking for these artifacts. Some could be real, some could not be real, and you have to turn them into this guy to get locations of giants. Like, is there any particular thing that's restricted? Like, is he like, go get this particular item and I'll tell you this giant clan, or is it just you just get one and he chooses?
We were not given specifics as to which ones would be answered. There are 5 giant clans. Yes, there are 5?
5 left, yeah.
5 left. And there are 10 artifacts. So the ratio, some may lead to the same place, some may not give us the information we're looking for, and we don't know a lot of specifics.
Can you ask about things that aren't giant related?
Yeah, the Oracle is aware of all things all history and all things that currently are happening, as far as we are aware. So, yes, anything is kind of fair game, unless it's specifically about locations of the giant clans, which then we have to bring back items to get information about that, because Anam wants to test us to make sure we're not just breaking things more.
Okay. That's pretty much all I got from this.
Yeah, we
That's-
just have the list of specific locations. Now we all know that there are simulacra versions of ourselves who have abducted those things. There's some weird time wibbly is happening.
We should ask if there's a 1-point origin or multiples for the similar item. If we can stop those, I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, if we could cut the snake off at its head, that is very smart.
Unless it's a Hydra.
And yeah.
I mean, you guys could also ask about your friend.
Ivan? We can also message Ivan. Both. Oh, we could just straight up ask about where Xerxes is. Why did we not ask about Xerxes?
I don't know. I told you, I'm not a smart guy. Sometimes I
Wow.
have ideas, but not smart.
We missed so much. This oracle is so useful to us, and we used none of it. We got dragons. Tumult probably has dragons. Ugh.
That's for the big voice in the sky to decide.
The big boy to your left. All right, we will figure out how long we have when we go in, and we'll go from there, I suppose.
You all enter through the portal, a familiar rushing feeling that most of you are just completely fine with at this point after many an Olad circle. And you guys find yourself standing in that center room once more. You see the 10 circles on the ground surrounding the area. You see the statues in the room have disappeared. Only one is still standing, and its form has changed. It now is a depiction of Chief Ga.
That.
That is the giant we killed in the siege of Grudhog.
Was it here last time?
No. Guz is the only one here. The other giant statues are not.
Correct, yeah. So when you had walked in previously, there were the 6 statues of the giants, generic depictions of each of the races. And now it seems that you have slain Chief Ga, a detailed statue of Chief Ga is now in that place.
That is either a good thing or a really bad thing.
It's like a trophy.
Yeah. I would rather not have to raise the other giant tribes. I would rather them be on our side. But who knows if they will? Does
Well, I mean,
anyone-
what led you to kill that one?
She tried to kill us. And, like, set off a weapon of mass destruction that would have destroyed all dragons and then eventually humanoids.
Oh, well then good thing.
Yeah, this one makes sense. I just hope the rest of the giant tribes aren't like this one. Because Mook's a hill giant, right? Okay.
That would be fun. I mean, it's how I found you guys. You can find more allies like that.
Yes, yep,
You guys activate the Oracle,
cool.
and you see that same kind of bodiless, ethereal, humanoid shape appear. It goes, "You have achieved one of the relics. Well done.
We have.
This relic was made specifically to protect from the attacks of fire giants. I have been granted permission to give you a heading towards the home of the ice giants, those born of the frost.
That is wonderful. Thank you. Where are the... Wait, where's their home?
To reach the home of the frost giants, you would travel west, traveling o'er the remains of the mountains and across the icy sea.
Oh, Zygor, one of the things we didn't mention, be extremely specific with the Oracle. Is there a name for their homeland? Or...
I'm not allowed to give you a specific.
That is fair. It is more than we had before, and we are grateful to Anam for it.
The more artifacts brought back, the more clarity may be gained from my knowledge.
Question about the artifacts. Are we allowed to keep them after we find them, or they find them, and use them to help continue the quest, or do we have to bring them to you for destruction or something?
Eventually, all will need to be returned.
But on our quest, we can keep them? until the quest is complete, and then we give you back all of your artifacts?
Eventually, all of the artifacts must be returned.
Okay.
Don't hear a no.
Yes, it's true. Oracle, you know much of the past and present of these lands, yes?
Correct.
Do you know a Firbolg named, looking like me, named Dianthus? I don't know if names pertain to you.
I do.
Working with Xerxes.
Correct.
Where is he now?
There's a brief pause. Currently, Dianthos is in the Sword Coast. Approximately. DM checks map to not fuck over information. Approximately 100 miles east of the town of Yartar.
Is he with a, Garagak, is your sister a bear or a person?
She's always been a bear to me. But so was Mom.
Is he with a bear?
No,
Is he with, is your mother an elf?
I'm trying to remember. I think she was an elf. Right? I forgot.
Is he with an elven or half-elven woman?
no.
I don't want to ask. Garagak, I love you dearly. I am not going to ask the Oracle for a location of every bear.
That's fair.
If you have any more defining characteristics so we can locate your sister, that is also good. But bear probably doesn't go very far in Oracle eyes.
Brown, like covered in hair. Yeah, that's my sister.
Okay, what is your sister's name?
A sister bear.
Okay. Yep.
All right, we're not gonna know what that is.
I'm sorry, I don't know how. You can ask. I don't know what specifics we'll get, but you can ask about Sister Bear.
Well, actually, no. You know the history of the world, correct?
Correct.
Where's the bear that he grew up with that's not his mom? Because you would have seen him grow up with it, so you could be able to keep track of that bear.
Non-specified. Multiple answers.
The girl
Specifically,
bear?
the one he refers to as Sister Bear.
Odd. Location currently unknown.
Are you aware of other planes?
Yes.
Oh.
Are you aware of private planes?
Define.
Demi-planes.
Like a demi-plane. Like if someone of high magical status was to create a demi-plane.
Unless their power exceeded that of Anam, then yes.
So there are two options. Dianthos is stronger than Anam, which I don't think is possible, or the ring was created by someone. My brother has a ring of demi-plane. Sister Bear may
Incorrect.
Oh? What part is incorrect?
The brother of Lysander, Dianthos, is not in possession of a ring of demiplane.
Can he just outright create demi-planes?
20 minutes remaining.
Hey, Lysander,
Yes?
you said you interacted with your brother less than 6 months ago, right?
Yeah,
When you went to see your family?
Yes.
Oracle, that individual that said that they were Lysander's brother in that interaction, was that Dianthos?
Yes. Also, no.
Was that individual a high-powered simulacrum?
No.
Yes, but also no is useful. Do you know who the head of Xerxes is?
Yes.
Who is the head of Xerxes?
Unable to answer.
And is this the giant thing, or do you not? Is this an item thing? I just want to know if we can get more information from that with more.
This is not information that Anam has permission to share.
Permission to share?
Huh.
Who's telling Anam what to do?
Someone more powerful than Anam. Anyway, before we run out of time, and you guys have apparently avoided this, we need to go to other planes. Do you know where the current gates to the other planes are on this plane of existence?
Yes.
Can you track them as well?
Yes.
Because I know they don't usually stay in the same spot. Can you tell
If
us
I-
where they are?
Yes.
Where
Are
is
they?
Where is the gate? Where is the gate to the plane of water?
The gate to the elemental plane of water is located through a maelstrom in the ocean to the west.
And gosh, I suppose all the what about the elemental plane of fire? Where is that location?
The entrance to the elemental plane of fire is located in the desert of Anorak.
Didn't Tumult say he was later problem? The gate to the elemental plane of earth.
The gate to the elemental plane of earth lies in the center of the star mounts.
And what of the elemental plane of air?
The entrance to the elemental plane of air is constantly shifting through the skies, unable to be pinpointed.
How much time do we have left?
17 minutes.
I think I speak for everyone else here. Do you know the name of the devil that we released from the bottom of the airship?
A Phethalone.
Was that his true name?
Yes. It is the name that Garagak saw on the plaque.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I did find it.
I mean, you're not 20'd, I'd hope so.
Yeah.
We also need to know the entrances to the Feywild, the 9 levels of hell, and the abyss. Do you know the locations of possible entrances to these places?
Yes.
Where is the entrance to the Feywild?
Entrance, not location.
Entrance. What do we do to have to get into the Feywild?
You must be sent to the Feywild
By anyone in particular?
by a creature of tremendous power, birthed in the Feywild.
So we need to befriend or upset a Fey. How do we enter the 9 levels of hell?
Multiple options.
Besides summoning a beast of 7th level or higher, what are the other options? And
Or
defeating
dying.
them. Oh, 4th or higher, sorry.
And sacrificing a double heart at that altar.
2 options remain. 1. Die.
That's, yep, okay.
Yeah. It's legit.
2. Make a deal with a powerful devil to gain entry. Devil must be of 1st level or higher. For the entrance of the deal, to retain all ability once entering 9 layers of hell.
What level is the devil that we released? I don't know.
2nd.
Could have been 1st, but lacked ambition.
Were Tempered's contracts magical enough to not be disintegrated?
What a question. There would, at this point, be 4 remaining. But yes. 1 remaining. 2
Yeah.
remaining, sorry. Because it was for 3. So it'd be 2 remaining. But yes, you still have them.
How do we enter the abyss?
Tricky. First option. Find a fallen hero who has traveled there before. Have them take you. 2. Be killed by a person of whom you show or harbor great malice and hatred for. Caveat to second option, would only be able to leave once you fought your way out and found an exit once entering.
Do you know how to enter Itzgard? The realm of Utheim.
Yes.
How do we enter Itzgard, the realm of Utheim?
Option 1. Die valiantly in battle, whilst worshipping Uthgar. Option 2. Prove yourselves worthy enough warriors to be called for the Great War. Option 3. Find a path marker who can show you the way.
Can you tell us how to find the fallen hero that can take us to the abyss?
Yes.
What is his location, or how do we find them? His or her?
Question not clarified. Too many variables.
Where is the location of one fallen hero who can take us to the abyss?
Pauses. Just outside entrance to temple.
Kungrai? Not wow. Holy shit. Harshnag. Oh,
The guy who's been training us.
Yeah, he's outside the temple. Ushgard's inside
They're-
the temple.
Are they
They're
a-
not.
they're not fallen.
They are not fallen.
Right.
Uthgar's technically in the temple, right?
I mean, Harshnag?
Harshnag. That one.
Every
Harshnag.
name is incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all just tossing names and pronouns. Just whoever the fuck.
We're having a hard time.
Yeah.
Harshnag is inside of the temple. He walked up to the portal with you.
Okay.
So there is some dead somebody outside who might be useful to us. Is it the barbarian we killed?
10 minutes remaining. Also, no, that guy was a little bitch.
What about the guy who ambushed us in the cave that was part of that clan? Wasn't he like a zombie?
I have no clue who you're talking about, Coda.
Are you
You know,
talking about Augur?
Is that the guy's name? He was a part of that mercenary group.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and
Augur.
Yeah.
Augur,
Wasn't he like
Augur-
zombie-ish?
Yes, but that cave was not the entrance to the temple. That was
Right.
the cave you rested in that is
Yeah,
a few
but you
miles
said-
away.
But you said outside the temple, right?
Just outside the entrance.
Oh,
to the
just
temple.
outside the entrance. Ah, okay, never mind.
Where is the location of the traveler?
Currently, Trimaterial Plane. Specifically, town of Silvery Moon.
Can you tell us how to kill the traveler?
Yes.
Are we allowed to know that information right now?
Yes.
How do I kill him?
Find his original form and slate.
Is his original form in Silvery Moon?
No.
Can you tell us where his original form is?
Location unknown to me. Location unknown to Anam.
Understandable based on being at odds.
Can you give us the location of where the simulacrums are being created or originating from?
Multiple answers to question.
Clarifier, simulacrum of us.
Multiple location answers.
Location of the origination of the simulacrum for Garrett.
Multiple location answers detected.
All locations.
Too many variables.
All locations of the simulacrum Garrett.
Too many variables.
How many copies of the simulacrum currently exist of our group?
Currently,
Currently.
27.
There are 27 sets of us?
Correct.
Am I included in this?
Only 2.
Oh, you're new. Where are they getting the information? How did they obtain the information for the simulacrum?
Generally, when a simulacrum is created, it requires a piece or deep knowledge of the person the simulacrum is being created of. This information can be gathered through close contacts, physical contact, certain divination magics. The list goes on. You would gather scrying, like having any knowledge of the scry spell, you know that would give no one anywhere near enough information about you to create a copy of you, like a convincing copy of you.
We did actively fight Dandelion, so he is intimate with us. Zykor didn't.
Hold on. Has Olan, current High Arbiter of Silvery Moon, made a deal with the Traveler?
No.
Does
Is
Olan
he
know the location of the traveler?
No.
Is he being duped by him?
Unclear question.
Is the traveler having influence over Olan?
No.
They are in close proximity, and that.
Currently, the 2 simulacrums of Zykor are located in the elemental plane of chaos and the elemental plane of order.
Both sides are making us. Okay, we have not a lot of time. Any final questions before we debate these amongst ourselves?
5 minutes remaining.
What is Dandelion doing right now?
Currently, reading.
Is Dandelion in disguise, or is he in what we know as his identity? Is he using some kind of spell to disguise himself or anything?
Dandelion is currently invisible.
Is he located in the library of Silvery Moon?
Yes. One of.
What is he reading?
Currently, it looks as if Dandelion is reading a book.
Any further information on that book, like title, what it's about?
The book appears to be titled The History of the Fallen. A brief summary of the fallen heroes of the Forgotten Realms.
Are there people powerful enough currently in Silvery Moon to kill that fake body of Dandelion?
Absolutely, yes.
Juliana will walk out the door.
I'm also at the door.
Yeah.
Is there
Among-
anyone in Silvery Moon currently working with the Traveler?
Yes.
What are their names?
Unclear.
What are
Do
their
they-
status?
Do
Like,
they know that they're working for the Traveler?
No.
okay. We should, yes. We will be back with more. Farewell.
As everybody walks out, I stayed behind.
Okay.
Hey, who the blue eyes that I saw in the deep, deep, dark ocean?
Identity unknown. Creature unknown.
Gotcha. Walk out the door.
As more to you, I'm sure you would know this, but generally, if it is something it's trying to identify, that means that its power is too great for Anam to have any sort of clear knowledge of it. You guys walk out of the door. Arstok standing there. Greetings, friends. Did you find insightful information?
Yes. I'll pull out the sending stone immediately.
No.
Yeah, I am concerned. I would also like to let him know what is happening. My only fear is if we do let him know, it puts him at risk.
I think he's at risk right now. Without, knowing that Dandelion is there reading that book, at least he can get him out of Silvery Moon.
Ask who might be working with him, though that's not Olan. I ran out because I saw you run out and I wanted to stop you from calling.
Okay. I'll put this on away.
Because we don't know who's working with Dandelion. We just know it's not Olan. But we also didn't ask if the person on our boat is not working with them.
The thing is, I asked, and they don't know that they're working with the Traveler.
Even more reason to not just spread chaos. I mean, at least he's there invisible reading. It's not like he's actively doing anything negative there currently.
We didn't ask if Silvery Moon was at risk.
Although, if they are the disciples of the Order and we are trying to stop the Order stuff, shouldn't we just reap and sow chaos as we go?
That's only if you want to be the extreme antithesis of what they're trying to do.
It would draw their attention. Why is the or why Chaos God make simulacra? We thought that was Dandelion thing. Why
Order
Chaos
God
God
didn't.
do?
You guys are the chosen ones. Who apparently you're very important to whatever chess game the literal top pinnacle of power is playing.
Yes, we are the chess pieces between the battle of chaos and order.
And apparently you're important enough to both sides to want to use copies of whatever information they had of you. And me. When the fuck did they get information on me?
That is, yes, if there are only two of you, that means someone was in contact with us recently.
That's what prompted me to ask about Alon, because Alon went through my head.
But Zexim is training us every day.
He doesn't know my past. I haven't openly told you everything I've done. or what
No,
I'm capable of.
no, but it is just being familiar with you. It doesn't need to know every intimate detail of your life or having something off of you or
So how often are you allowed to go back in there?
what? I genuinely,
Point to the room. Point to the room. How often are you allowed to go back in?
every time we return with an artifact.
Did anyone grab the shield?
I don't think we put it down.
No, you guys just carried it in. It wasn't like you had to like set it into a slot or anything like that. Like, Eliana, you would know through having been studying the simulacrum spell. All it requires to make a simulacrum, if you have enough power, is to have a base knowledge of the abilities that a person is capable of.
Okay. I'll kind of interject though, Lysander and Zyko have met back and forth and say, well, we know up against gods that are stronger than Anam. I'm pretty sure that just a scry spell from like a god like that would be enough information for them to copy one of us. We can't rule anybody out. I think Zyko is right. We should be very, guarded in who we choose to trust from now on. But at the same time, we do need to like make a decision right now. Should we go for the fire giants? Oh, sorry. Should we go for the frost giants, or should we go for one of the planes?
Did we
Or
get
should we-
the actual coordinates for the frost giants, or did we just
We got their region, which is more than we had before of
Yep.
west.
You got directions from the temple
okay?
of where you would have to head. You didn't get specifics, but you got basically a loose treasure map without the X.
Hoshnog.
Yes.
The oracle said that there was a fallen hero outside the entrance. Did anyone show up? Is there anyone outside the entrance at the temple right now?
Only you and your allies.
Look around and I don't know. I don't see
I say
anything.
you guys can make perception checks if you want. Like just see.
Is it
Sure.
Gum Gum? He is a fallen hero that has returned to this plane.
Or Mr. Button.
I suppose.
I would be more impressed if it was Mr. Mutton.
Does my Gum Gum theory make sense to the rest of you, or am I just?
I did. That's why I made the perception check.
You guys don't really. You don't see anybody like standing in the entrance. As you've like kind of walked back, you see the ship. Like you don't see any fresh tracks in the snow of anybody like invisible stalking around. You don't. You gather that there is nobody else here besides the people you know of.
Harshnag, do you know a way into the abyss?
No. My whole life has been in these mountains.
I don't even know how to speak with the dead.
Depends
can
on what
sense
Tepartos did today.
True.
Fuck.
He definitely prepared sending. We know that much.
Yeah. I could say that Tepartos got speak with dead for you. I'm fine with that. If that's something you
And-
guys want to do.
If not, he could always prepare it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now that we know.
Would a fallen hero be considered an undead?
We don't know. But I mean, like, not all spirits can be talked to like Harshnag. I know that.
Well, I don't know if it'd work. I have commune with nature. It lets me know if fae, fiends, elementals, or undead in the area. They're up to 3 miles.
I also have a divine sense that can let me find celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, but yours is farther.
Right.
I just get it 6 times along the rest and not using a spell slot. That's the only reason I say so.
Fair. Do we try that?
I can, send divine sense, see what is around.
You get an undead ping from. Well, no, nope, nothing.
Maybe I use the commune then, since it's up to 3 miles.
It is worth it, yeah.
Or wait, is this considered a we're technically underground, right?
You guys would be at the edge of the temple, so you'd be in the mountains.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll commune with nature. I guess I'll look for undeads. And yeah, I don't think any of the other stuff really matters, right?
It's up to you. I mean, if it's just like pick 3 creature types, you can always just do them. It's not like it hurts you to not do more. But
True.
if you want to just do undead, you can.
I'll do the undead. Can I do 2 or is it just 3 from one thing? Yeah, I'm assuming it's not 3 from one thing. So I'll do undead and then influence from other planes of existence.
Fae might also be useful if we're
And
looking
Fae.
for someone to bring us to the Feywild.
Yeah. So I'll look Fae, undead, and
I think
influence.
I have a team for the Fae, but it's a bit dicey.
That's fair.
So, Gargak, you commune with nature. There is not a lot of nature out here as far as like wildlife to communicate with, things like that. But you see a singular raven flies down and lands on your shoulder and looks at you and goes, I've done a scouting report for you. I picked up one strong, very strong Fey presence about 2.5 miles away, but it vanished almost as soon as I sensed it. This whole area is under the influence of other planes of magic. It seems the temple that you've been interacting with is radiating the energy of other planes. But there is a single undead presence aboard your ship.
Do you know who?
It is the goblin.
All right, thank you, friend. So, Gum's undead.
That makes sense. I'm glad the universe at B deems him a hero. That is a nice comfort to me. I like that for him. Gum can take us to the abyss.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe. Oh, I'm
Maybe.
going to have to let him shoot a lot of things if we let him go to the abyss.
You did kind of upset him before we left, so
I'm gonna go sprinting back to the ship.
You don't even know he... Okay.
Zykor sprints off.
We like to shoot stuff.
So another big thing that came up is that my brother that we dealt with isn't my brother, but isn't. So could very likely be the simulacra. Like, there are also 27 sets of simulacra of us. That is a lot. But he could be one of those things.
what if it meant he was your half brother?
But that would also be jarring, because as far as I'm aware, my parents had not had any... Yeah, it's possibly, yes. So do we want to start with the Gum Abyss mission? Or do we want to try and find one of the elemental planes that we have semi-concrete locations for and go from there?
Or do we want to take on the Frost Giants?
Or do we want to take on the Frost Giants? Because we can. And then I suppose just continue heading west to the Maelstrom after we speak with them.
True. They could be nice.
They could be.
Can I just say I'm really worried about Olan? Can we just
Yeah,
call him and tell him to be on guard, but like not tell him why? Maybe we can say that like
How about we just ask him if he can come talk to us here?
because then it wouldn't be with prying ears and Silvery Moon.
Ileana, you hear in your head, all of you duck right now.
I'll say duck
And I
like
just
out
dropped.
loud. And,
Okay.
drop.
Actually, no, I wild shape into a duck.
Yeah, I could probably turn and be like, huh?
Okay. So all of you drop that are in the area except for Garagak, who turns around and goes, what? As a massive Olan portal opens, and you see a meteor swarm spell coming through it. Garagak.
Yeah.
Let me look this up real quick because
It's unfortunate, but it seemed on brand.
No, I agree.
Our meteor's magical.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured.
And this is a very concentrated meteor swarm spell because it's coming through the portal. Garagak, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
It's fine. A 21 barely succeeds. So, first we'll roll the fire damage. So it's just 73 fire damage.
Just.
Okay.
Or it's half of that, sorry. So 36.
Can I cast Absorb Elements? It's
As a
technically a reaction.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So you'll take half. So you take 18 fire damage. And you'll take 30 bludgeoning damage.
I'm
Yeah.
immune to bludgeoning, right?
It's magical
Ah, okay.
because it's from a spell.
And this
So
is taking
18.
into effect my aura having, correct? Because if he's within 10 feet of me, he gets resistance to damage from spells.
No, it's not. So you take 9 fire damage
Okay.
and you take 15 bludgeoning.
Okay.
So you take 24 instead of 134.
Yep.
Barbar Paladin combo,
Yeah.
baby.
We take those.
Just duct tape you to my back at all times. Put you on a baby leash. We'll be safe.
This thing is funny because Gary just gets dicked with these meteors and it doesn't do a whole lot, so he's just like, who threw that?
And you guys see like off of the distance, like the mountainside is just fucked up.
I'm trying
Fucked
to look
up.
through the portal to see why they came through.
It's Olan's portal, so it's just the black
Okay.
kind of void thing.
Is there an Olan with the portal, or is it just a portal? In the
No,
middle
it was
of
just the
tundra?
portal. And Ileana, you hear it again. Is everybody okay? Is everybody all right?
I'll take out a cinder stone. Yeah, we're good. Let's go to the airship. Hey, hold on, you okay?
Yeah. Get back to you in a minute. And that's the end of the conversation.
Cool. So Olan's under attack, but I think he's okay.
I fly off, quacking.
The ship?
Okay.
Towards the ship, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to the ship and
And just start heading west. We'll start with giants and decide if we change our minds on the way.
I'm down for that.
What is that? No, Ileana, no other information of what is going on in Silvery Moon or why we were hit with a meteor strike?
so it came really fast. About half a second before I said duck, I heard Olan's voice tell me to duck. And then he asked if everyone was okay. And yeah, that was about it. He said that he'd get back to us in a few minutes. Or in a while.
Okay. Okay. Giants or Gum Gum? Which one do we want to attack? Or, you know what I mean, plan of attack, not actually attack.
So haven't we beat him up enough?
No, yeah,
Trying to kill him again?
no, it's been, yeah,
Calm down, Departo.
I'm not Tabartos.
No, you're acting like Departo.
No, it's not what I meant, and you know it's not what I meant.
I'm not there.
Which do we, well, we're like back on the ship at this point. Which
Yeah, they
do we
moved
want,
back to the ship.
which do we want to tackle?
I don't know. I've been talking to Gum Gum.
Yeah, we could at least ask Gum Gum, but then head to the ice giants. Just,
Emotionally prepare him for that?
yeah, he might not even know he's undead.
So, Gargak, you talk to him.
Oh, God.
I made him upset. You have a better chance. You two have been longer friends. Good luck.
Okay. I guess I'll go talk to Gum Gum.
So you guys are back on the ship. Garagak, you find Gum Gum standing next to Zykor down in the second deck where the cannons are. And kind of looks at you and goes, "Sir!"
Hey, Gum Gum. So just got some information. Do you know you're undead?
Yeah, that's pretty apparent. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's
Just
the whole
checking.
"you guys killed me" thing, and then I come back. This is the thing.
Well, you kind of turned me into a cartoon, but the past, right?
Right. No, I don't got
Yeah.
hard feelings. Do you?
No,
You got back
no.
to normal. I got back
Yeah.
to normal. Everything's fine.
Wait,
Yeah, everything's
you
great.
do a cartoon?
Yeah, but do you know how to get to the abyss, Gum Gum?
What's an abyss?
It's a place you've been before. Probably pretty dark.
Nope. I went this world, Dandyland, this world.
No abyssal darkness between it.
Nope. It's like when you fall asleep and you just wake up and it's the next day.
Yeah, I've done that several times.
Yeah.
Yep. Huh.
Does Dandyland count as the abyss?
Dandyland
wish
is
we
the
could go
elemental
back.
plane of chaos.
Yeah.
Could have
Well.
been lied to the whole time.
Sorry, Coda, checking you into a roleplay situation.
I had to check the notes. I was like, wait, what did it say? It did say ask a fallen hero who has been there. So no idea what the abyss is.
Not a clue.
Okay. Well, thanks anyway, Gum Gum.
Of course.
If you could teach the people we picked up, maybe not the small children, but just teach them how to load and train them how to use the cannons and the harpoons and stuff on deck.
Got it. Permission for full fire training. I'll get him right away. And he sprints upstairs going, kids, 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 kids.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna go back upstairs laughing my ass
Yeah,
off.
the rest of you on the top deck just see Gum Gum runs up the stairs from the lower deck going, kids, kids, kids. And he like gathers all of the teenagers up and then runs them back downstairs. And like 30 seconds pass, you just hear poof, 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 poof.
Oh, someone's gonna be very like, I love it.
Uh,
Before you look at me, not my fault. I didn't do it.
they needed
time.
jobs.
You're in charge of making sure we're restocked. If
Yeah.
we run out of cannons in the middle of a gunfight, we're screwed.
I told him to teach them how to use it, not to use it.
How else are they gonna... Any word on the Abyss shenanigans?
Aragak, how do you practice how to swing a sword?
Swing it.
So how do you think you have to practice how to fire a gun?
I don't know. I don't know what a gun is.
You gotta shoot it.
Well, it won't take long, right? It only takes me a couple swings.
Depends on how fast they pick it up.
Just make sure they're not firing at the temple or anywhere populated.
Oh, by the way, what the fuck was that giant meteor?
Olan?
Is throwing meteors at you?
I don't know. It was an Olan portal. Ileana knows more, and it's not much more.
Some like context clues, I think it was a meteor from Dandelion, and Olan was just kind of like throwing it somewhere.
Well, we did only ask what Dandelion was doing, and I mean he's just sitting there reading, but that didn't necessarily mean he wasn't there to burn Silvery Moon to the ground.
We were, in fact, attacked by a meteor shower caused by Dandelion. That is very good use of context clues.
We also know it's not the real Dandelion, and if we waste time going back there, you know, like Olan should be able to handle him. I think Olan is okay.
Yeah, the Arcanist Magnate are hearty, and I can hope they could handle a clone of a false form or...
The Oracle told us they could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the Oracle told us Gum Gum knew how to get to the Abyss. Because it was the question... Well, the question... Didn't I ask Fallen Hero that... I guess I just said a Fallen Hero.
Yep.
Fair.
That's why I went back to read the notes. I was like, wait, shit. So
Yeah, he also got turned into a cartoon because he died in Dandyland.
I fell asleep in Dandyland.
Yep.
Is Sexton here with us?
Zexum is on the deck of the ship, kind of like on the very back of the ship, staring like directly in the direction of Silvery Moon.
Hey, super speedy teacher man.
Super speedy teacher person. But yes?
My fault. Yeah, do you know how to get to the Abyss?
No. I mean, I understand the theory behind it, of course. Tuning fork and planar travel, something about being murdered. I'm sure there's other ways.
Who the hell is a fallen hero near here that's been to the abyss?
I assume you know what's happening in Silvery Moon right now?
I don't know specifics.
We think that a dandelion clone is, at the moment, assaulting Silvery Moon.
Huh. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Perfect. That's all I needed.
If it helps, the Oracle of Anam said there are people strong enough to take care of it.
I'm sure there are. That doesn't
Would you-
necessarily mean that they're ready on an instant. And there
Would
are
you like
many
to
who
come
aren't.
Would you like to come back?
No. I was set on your ship to help you complete your mission. They'll be fine.
I trust him. Not that we really have a choice, but
Olan is good at what he does.
Why did he pick here? Were we just the easiest away from things location?
His magic is very specific.
We are probably the farthest away from Silvery Moon that could handle something if it were to go awry.
When he came to see you yesterday, you were on your way here. I'm sure most of the other places he's been to are civilized places, and he didn't want it to hit anywhere that could have been damaged or people could have been hurt.
it was good that you guys weren't still in the temple. That would have sucked.
Yes. Thank you for reminding us that we are a bomb.
What? It's not your fault.
No, I know. It's just our existence is collateral damage, and that is really stressing me out as a person.
I didn't really mean it like that, but sorry.
No, I know. It wasn't intentional, just a unrelated connection of frost giants. Do we want to go to the frost giants now? Okay.
Zaxxum kind of turns and looks to you and goes, "You have the location of the frost giants?
We have the approximate location of the frost giants.
And you want to go now?
Maybe it's
You were
either
in the
that-
temple for a while. I assume you made all the proper preparations. You contacted the same allies previously.
Yep, that's fair. We didn't. Yep, that's going to be a Groothog situation.
Not necessarily, but if you don't know,
I would say no, because your current biggest allies, Silvery Moon, are currently busy.
Yeah. Maybe we
Yeah,
just
no,
go to
we
the plane
could
of
get-
water.
We could get close and maybe do some scouting, maybe some flyovers or something. Scope the thing out.
Don't you guys have a mercenary company for that? Cough, Dino's dogs cough.
We do.
They don't do the scouting. No, those guys, they do the fighting.
They have scouts. I'm going to assume,
scouts
like
capable of crossing an ocean undetected and with hasty means of retreat.
I
Yeah,
don't know
weren't
how
most of them
powerful
like
the mages-
farmers?
No, they weren't farmers. They were actually mercenaries. They were trained soldiers, but they
Oh, okay.
weren't. They weren't the uber magic guys that we had hired for like the portable hole full of gold.
Yeah, they were at the Retribution Company.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
they were just soldiers. They weren't
It's
super duper uber magic guys.
even those guys scouts kind of got killed.
Their
Yeah.
scouts got sent straight to fucking Xerxes, though. Like, that wasn't like go scout out the giant stronghold. That was, hey, go figure out where Xerxes is.
Yeah.
And
I had a feeling when that decision was made, I was like, they're so fucking dead. Worth a shot.
I get it. We're terrible adventurers. I'm sending hundreds of people to their death every day. It's great. So okay. Your hesitation makes me exceptionally hesitant to just go waltz up.
don't get me wrong, recon sounds like a wonderful idea. The way that it had come up, I thought you meant you were going to assault the ice giant fortress, the frost giant fortress, just immediately. And I mean, I'm with it. If that's how the mission is, that's how the mission is. By all means, more power to you. I'll do what I can to help, but in all reality, you never would have made it to the gates of Groothog if it wasn't for armies.
It is true.
I
And we're not subtle, are we? This is a big floating ship. I mean, we can go get a more precise location. That is a good idea to actually know where this place is instead of gathering armies to go into gods know where.
Yeah.
And
Could do
then
a flyby.
continue west into the sea to go to the elemental plane of water?
I mean, if that's the way we want to go, that's the way we go. I'm all
This
for it.
is your adventure. I'm just here to.
Zykor, you, as much as we gave you
Actually,
crap that
yeah.
you are temporary, you do get say into what missions we throw your vessel at. Your, like, flesh vessel. You, as a person, you're allowed to have say into what bullcrap you get put into, because I know this is a lot more than you signed up for.
I mean, killing the giants isn't. That's literally what I signed up for.
I meant, like, the planes.
Seems fun enough. I mean, I can't say anyone from my family has been to the elemental plane of water. My dad's been to fire, but he didn't like it.
It was probably hot.
City of Brass is cool though.
You've
Huh.
been to the City of Brass?
Once.
Cool.
Zexum, do you have any thoughts on order of plane operations? We have to go to all of them.
Well, I'm just here to train.
I know, but we were told to check in if we were planning on doing stupid stuff, and feels like everything we are doing is stupid stuff because these are all very big risks.
I agree. Now you've checked in. I think
Great.
your current course of action is a good
Let's go
one.
do stupid things.
Find a rough location or a specific location for where this frost giant fortress is, and then plunge your/ourselves deep into the ocean to go to the elemental plane of water.
Upon saying that, that sounds like a terrible idea.
I mean, as compared to what?
I
Throw
mean, the whole,
yourselves
like-
into X location to go to Y plane of elements. It seems like the only plan you guys really have at this point.
Yeah, and it just sounds terrible, but it's something we have to do. Or, at least
Or
they-
our other two options are to just die. So I'd rather plunge myself into the sea than just die and go to the nine hells.
do we have another form of transport besides the flying boat?
Our feet? I can summon the steed, but that's one.
Is that going to run on water?
This
Or
boat would run on water.
This boat runs above
Yeah,
the
but
water.
do you want to take the boat to the elemental plane of water and possibly have it destroyed or left on the elemental plane of water?
Oh, I was just going to leave it and, like, jump in.
There's the
That
portal
sounds
on
like
the
a
side.
great idea.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, do we have anything for when we get there, or how we're gonna get to the portal?
No, Zykor, we don't.
We can figure it out as we go.
We don't have another boat. We could probably find a series of rowboats and float out into the ocean if we want to. We don't. I've never been most of the prime material plane, let alone to the plane of water. I don't know what that place looks like. I don't know if we need a boat, if we just are floating around in a forever ocean. This entire plan seems terrible.
I am so desperately on board with the plan of you guys rowing 400 miles into the ocean to get to a maelstrom on rowboats. I love that plan. That's a great plan.
We would need more rope so that I could tow
Yeah,
the rowboat.
that would make it much better. But so I just see this adventuring party just literally hundreds of miles on rowboats, just slowly making their way into the ocean.
We'd be fit as fuck.
Sorry, pardon everyone being involved in Lysander's current breakdown.
Oh, good.
So, I mean, it was just kind of going along the lines of what Zexon said. Like, we kind of just need to make a plan for what we're going to do to, like, get to the portal. It's not like we just kind of go there and, like, jump in and the portal's on the top. Like, it could be.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
I mean,
We
are
just
you
fly
taking
over?
everyone? Like, are
That's
you
what I'm
planning on
saying.
all
I-
of us going?
I was planning on leaving as many of you behind as comfortable to keep track of the ship, keep track of us where we come out, and also to not risk all of the children we just picked up.
Yeah.
See, that's a
Not
plan.
just us.
I mean, I'm capable enough of.
You're more than welcome to come. I just didn't know if you wanted to dive headlong
I
into
was
the...
I was gonna say that, having spent some time on the boat, I think that leaving all of those children in the sole protective hands of the goblin, the orc, and the sad man are maybe not the best of plans.
Do you want to play babysitter and boat sitter?
I would be playing grown-up sitter. The children seem far more capable, in all honesty.
It's very true.
Fair.
Don't let Gum Gum siege cities.
I mean, or I could go and one of you could stay, but that seems like a terrible choice for a D&D narrative and a gameplay setting where the DM would send an NPC and then one of the PCs would then just not exist for who knows how long with the way your group works through things.
What are you even talking about? Yeah.
Sometimes I think in weird ways.
Okay, to approximately frost giants, once we get past the sea of ice, travel more subtly and be more careful. Keep an eye out. Yes?
Yeah.
Cool. Anouk, do you know how to set us in that way?
Yeah.
Please do.
Okay. So I start the boat.
Perfect.
In
Roll a
that
survival.
direction.
Roll a. I think it would just be like a perception check for you because it's survival plus your proficiency bonus, which would just be what your perception is, I think.
Okay. A question though.
An answer.
Because I have the keen mind feat and I always know which way is north and the number of hours before the next sunrise, blah, blah, blah. Will that help?
I would say you could have advantage.
Thank you.
It's always possible for things to go wrong, but
It is. A dirty 20.
that works. Yes, you guys are heading in that direction. A few minutes into travel, Anuk, you get a message in your mind from a more unfamiliar voice that goes, I was told to contact you about, I am Giselle. You have met me. Potentially, Ileana trained with me for many months. Olan told me to reach out and ask you directly if you still wanted to meet Thestios, the one with the tattoo magic.
I mean, I think I would like to, but I don't have any money to pay him now. So, because, you
What?
know, those tattoo things are expensive.
At least a conversation was what I was told.
Yeah, I think I would like that.
There's a brief pause. He will meet you very soon.
Okay. I just
And-
keep driving the boat.
Almost as soon as that message is said, you see one of Olan's portals opens up, and you see Dandelion fly through it and land on the ground like beat to shit. And this just hulking behemoth of a Goliath dude pops through and goes, "You fucking traveling piece of fucking," and just like beating the shit out of him on the deck of the boat. Just like you see all just covered head to toe in different animalistic tattoos. And he's just like demolishing Dandelion. As he's going through, you see with each strike, a different one of the tattoos is like flashing with magic. And you can very, very briefly see kind of in front of his chest, you see the pages of a book are like rapidly flipping side to side and like lighting up with new things as things are going. And it's like boom, boom, boom. And then the dandelion just turns into a pile of ashes on the ground. Oh, wonderful fight. Wonderful fight. Oh, hello. Hi. It's kind of like stands up, turns to greet you. I am Thestios.
Oh, hey, Testios, how you doing?
Oh, I'm very good. Very tired, but very good.
Yeah, that looked like something, all right.
Oh, this ratbag piece of shit decided it would be a good idea to come directly to our home and try to mess with us.
Yeah, I think we knew a little too late to warn you guys that he was there.
Oh, that's okay. It's not your fault.
We were
I,
gonna warn you, but I don't think it would have been a good idea to just do it over the mental wavy things.
Smart. Good plan. No, I was happening to read a lovely story. I enjoyed the casual book every now and then.
Was it that romance novel with the orc and the tiefling?
No, it was a romance novel. It was.
Oh, yeah.
This one was about two orc gentlemen,
Yeah.
and it
Okay.
was very nice. They went to a mountain. It was very nice.
They didn't
But
throw a ring in the mountain, did they?
no, different
Oh, okay.
story. Different
Oh,
story.
yeah. Okay.
But no, I was reading, getting my book on, as the kids say, and well, Olan was talking to Tentok about his current researches for you all, and this motherfucker tried to drop a meteor swarm on top of the library, and Olan said nope, and I punched him a lot, and then I punched him more, and then I
Guys.
punched
The right thing to do.
what?
I said that seems like the right thing to do.
I thought so.
You all were extremely prepared for being blindsided. That's awesome.
Random happenstance. And random happenstance.
Is Silvery Moon okay?
Totally fine. Literally unscathed.
Okay.
We lost like 30 people, but such is the way of, mass destruction. It's unfortunate, but don't get me wrong. That sounds probably really like passe towards the whole situation, but all of us are trained from birth that we are going to be targets, and all of us are, when we sign up to be Arcanist Magnet, we know we will give our lives for a cause at some point.
Oh, yeah, 30 people in the meteor strike is very small. So good job to the defenses of Silvery Moon.
I mean, all we got was duck.
Yeah, that meteor
duck?
strike was sent directly at us. So,
Oh,
yeah.
are you okay?
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
Gergek's the only one who was hit, and he seems fine. Gergek, do you need healing? Are you okay?
No, I got a scratch.
Okay.
Somebody threw a rock at me.
You took that entire thing to the face?
Yeah.
Wow. What a guy.
This guy. Yeah, I tell you.
So, looking around at the lack of tattoos on everyone else, I guarantee you are Master Anuk.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's me.
I understand you had some questions about my tattoos.
Well, I was thinking of maybe adding, but I think I
Oh.
want some special ones. Yeah.
Oh, you want the ones?
Yeah, I want the big mana ones.
Well, I can do those. I do all of these myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're all made with ink that is made from the magic stones that give the Arcanist Magnet their power. I didn't like the idea of a rock just kind of sitting on me. No offense, Zexum. Whatever, kind of like hides the one on their collarbone, just like turns. I could probably, honestly, with everything you guys are doing, I could probably manage to grab a small stone or two and make it happen.
Yeah, I think I would like that. Yeah.
It would take some time to prepare.
Oh, yeah, I understand the big spells they do.
Yeah, but yeah, I could do that. That'd be no problem. Give it a think. Give it a little brain power of what you think you might want them to do. And or if there's anything specific, like a specific spell you want entwined into them or things like that.
I think that would be something special. I think I would like that. Yeah.
Perfect. Same goes to all of you, but let's be real. All of you look kind of like a little bit of wussies, so
I kind of just look down at him and take off my robe shirt, and I'm fully tattooed underneath. Like, no, I just don't have magical tattoos.
you should get magical tattoos.
Didn't really have the means to get them before.
Well, if you ever decide you want to be a real grown-up, you let me know. Turns and goes,
Didn't even know you existed.
I am a mystery. No one knows about Thestios until he strikes like a raging rhino.
So how would I?
Oh, hey, were you the rhino at the big battle?
I was the rhino.
Hey, thank you, because now I can do that too.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm gonna go. I have some things to clean up. I
Yeah.
threw a guy through a library, so
Should
Oh,
Oh, I
we?
bet that
we
would
have
make
to,
the librarian mad.
yeah.
Do we have to do anything about this dandelion ash on our ship?
Sweep it off.
I'll take care of it. And you see, he
Just
kind
a
of
bear.
crouches down and goes, done. Okay, good to meet you all. I'm going to go. And he like walks back through the portal, disappears. So that was Thessios. We don't get along very well. Not that he's a bad person. Our personalities don't really line up.
Oh, I think I kind of like him.
That makes sense, yeah. Yeah. Nothing against you, Anuk, of course. You're a wonderful person. He's a little too energetic
right.
for me. A little
Oh,
too
I get
energetic
that.
for me.
That
How,
means you
how
get a lot
long do
done.
we think it's going to take this trip?
Probably on the airship with it like full bore travel, probably about 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
Barring any weirdness.
Any more rock attacks?
Yeah. Or, like weather, things like that.
Yeah, yeah. And where were we going first? We're going to this.
Past the sea of moving ice or sea of moving ice. I don't know. The oracle wasn't very clear. They just said sea of ice.
Yeah, the phrasing was to reach their home, travel west past all of the mountains and across the icy sea. And that was the extent of the specifics.
Okay.
So into the sea of ice, potentially, and then kind of skirt around the sea of ice and see if we find anything. Yep, it's the best plan we have together at this moment. We're bad at plans.
We don't have a battle master with us anymore.
Huh?
That was the like first little bit of anything that you had. Yep, I will let you. We're here if you want to talk. We'll not pressure you. Don't need you walking away anymore. We love you, Anuk.
Okay. I got it back. We're good. We good.
Battle master. They died? Did you just kill another one of your friends?
Oh, nay, that's not. Okay, so
Coda, how's Garagak feel when Zykor says that?
Ergak kind of pulls a bottle out of his bag. It takes a swig of it.
Phil kind of just like walks up next to you and goes, my bunk's open if you want to go have a cry. It's okay. It's manly.
Oh, I feel great now. I just needed to take a drink. Now I'm just like super calm and
he took his tune beverage.
yeah.
Wow. I gave that to you, not thinking it would be a coping mechanism for grief, but here we are.
Yep.
All right, so I would pull like Zykor aside, like as far away as we could get from everyone.
Okay.
To just like not, just like okay. So the group that we normally have, like the group that we have currently, there was somebody additional, our lovely friend Tempard, a tiny being made of complete and utter chaos. Good friend, our battle master in some capacity. They got knocked out and then disintegrated in the siege in Grutag. All of us have yet to really fully get over that sort of thing. Geragak, while under the influence and being controlled by the Traveler, was the one who knocked them out. So be careful with the temper talk. Like just that one. Everything else pretty copacetic. All the rest we can razz really nicely. That specific person still coping with because they didn't come back and they will not.
I feel terrible now. You also could have just said like touchy subject. I appreciate you telling me. That feels like we made some progress here.
Yeah, I figured we were we're probably broaching from the telling you not enough information to telling you too much information, but I'd rather you have the too much information. So just be... Don't touch that one, typically.
Noted.
Yeah, yeah. Are you okay? Do you need anything from me? This is a lot. Do you want to just... We have a very long travel. Do you want me to just kind of fill you in with the details? Do you want to talk to someone else? Because I know we have been butting heads repeatedly. Just let us know if you need anything. There's a lot going on here. You didn't sign up for a battle between order and chaos. You signed up for punching giants.
Just, are there any more untouchable subjects?
Don't bring up anyone named Jennifer.
To who?
What was that? Who said-
Nope, nothing. God, you should also, hey, you should try some of Giragak's cool alcohol. It's a nice vintage that we got from Silvery Moon.
Oh, Garagak, you mind if I have a sip?
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
That's his ex-wife. She's terrible. That's why he cries.
He takes a swig and goes, "Wow, guys, I feel great.
It's my happy juice.
I'm ready to be a fully committed and determined member of the team. I'm gonna go." You see, he walks back. He goes to Zexum and goes, "I'm ready to train. Let's train."
Oh.
It's like has a small conversation with Zexum, and then you see Phil just drops to the ground and starts doing push-ups. He does like 2, and he's like, he's just not having a good time. But he starts doing training with Zexum.
So that's another one. Maybe don't question Bartos on his verbulgy, dwarfy, giantness. I don't know what. Maybe just stay away from Tapartos to a certain degree. We're trying to. I don't know. There's a lot. It's been a very long 6 months. That was not helpful. I apologize, but we don't. There's a lot here.
Giant that's like 11 feet tall can turn into a dwarf.
You've not seen that? Yes, he can. It's because there's a dwarf in his spear or in his scythe that is now in his head. The dwarf's name is Gungrar. He makes the Partos turn into a dwarf, but he is a furbolg, but he is a giant. He's having an identity crisis lately, so maybe avoid that as well. If it happens, just be like, whoa, neat. I mean, obviously in like your own way, but why did... And good talk. And I just like pat him on the shoulder and walk away. It's like, why did anyone put me?
Someone to talk to?
I don't know. I don't know why people put me in charge.
I asked you like yes or no questions, and you're just giving me everything. It seems like you have a lot you apparently need to talk about.
I just trying to fill in everything that's happening. We just got into like 4 quick fights in succession that we didn't fill you in details on. We're making... I don't know what I'm doing, Zykor. I got signed up. I got put as boss. I got put as captain. I have been away from my home less than a year. I grew up in the woods, and now we're here, and I'm just trying to deal.
Okay, well, who put you as captain?
Everyone else.
Then you are good enough to be the captain.
And I guess also my god.
Like, I mean, it'd be more concerning if someone's like, I'm the captain now, and just demanded it. You really don't want it, but everyone else says you deserve it, so.
I just am bumbling forward and hoping for the best, but I think any of us probably would be bumbling forward and hoping for the best. I'm also like a chosen defender of Sylvanas, so I'm kind of supposed to be falling into this role, and it's just not coming very naturally.
I mean, you're learning.
Yes.
What it sounds like.
Yes.
You're literally just learning how to do it.
Yes, and I should be perfect at it immediately, and I'm not, and I know I'm not supposed to be perfect at... I know. I've had these talks in many circles with many people.
Yeah,
I know.
Now you're having it with someone you don't know.
Yeah. Goodbye, Zykor. I'm going somewhere else.
I meant like you at least progressed. You acknowledged your problems and you're moving forward with it.
I guess. Goodbye, Zykor. I'm going somewhere else.
Who would like to roll me a percentile for the first day's travel to determine how it go?
Not me.
Since I'm driving, I might as well.
That's fair.
Last time I did it, we got attacked by rocks.
That's true.
A 54. As you guys progress through, because you guys are over the spine of the world right now. It's snowy. The cloud cover is thick. It's not great, but it's not bad enough to really hinder you or slow you down in any way. It just makes it to where it's going to be a little more difficult the next day to make sure you're still on the correct bearing based off of where you are. In game mechanics, the DC got higher for the navigation check the next day. Other than that, the day goes uneventfully. Besides the conversations that have already been had, is there anything you guys wanted to do besides like continuing training with Zexum and
That's what I wanted to do.
Outside of my normal training with Zexum, on my own, I want to practice getting more used to teleporting around with my blades, because I only get a certain number of uses per day, but get more comfortable teleporting and like making attacks with them.
Oh,
Okay.
Just something for me on the side after I recover.
yeah?
was anybody gonna use the shield that we got?
I cannot. Ileana and Tapartos are both options.
Because
But-
I can use a shield too.
Yeah, if you think it would be beneficial to you. I know, Ileana, you have a special shield of your own, yes? So she may not need it. You might have to speak with Tapartos, but I think Tapartos also spent a lot of money on very fancy things. So if you would like a shield, it would be useful to have it in one of our hands.
I pull the shield out that I've been using, and it's the rock shield that I made.
Oh, like the
Yeah.
clay and silt one?
Yeah.
I think I would like a new shield.
You are also giants, so it fits. Yeah. I mean, giant kin, but you know what I mean.
I do.
Ileana, Lysander, Garagak, anything specific today, or
At some point, I'll send in Stone Olan and say, hey, we're gonna go check out if we can get a location of these frost giants and then go out to the elements between the water. Is there any advice you can give us for traveling there or surviving there that we like to know about?
don't die?
Great, thanks.
Sorry, I'm unhelpful, but I've never
No,
been there. So.
No, it's totally okay, Owen. It was just a shot in the dark. I've never been there either. I'll let you know how it is.
Perfect. Lysander, Garagak.
I'll go talk to Zexum.
Ah, Garagak, I've been waiting for you to come talk to me. What can I do?
I was wondering if you could train me.
Yes. In what?
Well, you see this weapon, and I like pull out Dandy Basher. And I'm like, every time I do something perfect, this thing glows and something magical happens. I was just wondering if you could train me to do things perfect all the time.
I see.
You realize you just asked Alex for permacrits.
Yeah, I did. But in a way that works. It makes
Garagak,
sense.
I think everything you do is already perfect.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
But this doesn't.
I tell you what, why don't I teach you more about hitting vital spots in opponents rather than just aiming for whatever you can latch onto? Showing you more tactical fighting.
That could be helpful.
Perfect. And you see appears in front of you like full like wooden training dummy. And Zexum goes, just hit the spot that lights up when it lights up. And it lights up first on like the side of the neck. And then like the back of the knee. And it just keeps flashing over all of these weak points. Just bounce back and forth, and you just sit there for that 2-hour training period for the day, just trying to hit those spots.
Okay.
It is hard, but it's also not the way that you fight, really. Generally, you just try to hit as hard as you can, so it doesn't matter where you hit.
Yep.
But yeah,
I think Lysander would try to keep up with the lunches with Ileana, if possible. Just like have a little bit of time set aside, just like have some tea or something. Just check in, freak out. It's been a 6-month tradition. We have to keep it up.
Perfect. We are going to start busting through days of travel. If there's anything you guys ever want to do outside of that for downtime stuff.
Yeah, the only important thing I can think of really is I'm going to spend time to attune to the shield. And then on a long rest, I'm going to change some spells.
Yeah, so I'm going to have, because there are roughly 5 days of travel, I'm going to have each of you roll one of the percentiles. Anak did the first one, so whoever would like to do the one for the second day.
Sure. 31.
31. The skies clear up. There is like a tailwind to you that if you were in a normal boat would increase your speed exponentially. But since you are flying through the air with a magic crystal power and a hot air balloon, there is no real benefit there, but it does not hinder your travel in any way. Anak, go ahead and give me that increased DC perception for today. For
18.
Yeah, you're fine. You were able to maintain course through the storm. You're doing just fine. Third day rolls around.
I can do the next percentile.
Perfect.
An 11.
An 11. As you guys fly through the skies, you are just now breaching the edge of the mountains. It is a very bright and clear day, and you hear singing. Angelic, hymnal, like very harmonized, beautiful singing coming from seemingly all around you.
I don't know if I like this.
Anak, Ileana, and Zykor, you guys see coming down from above you, seemingly coming from the sunlight itself. Like gazing up right about high noon where the sun is just blaringly bright, you see almost a shadow of a figure coming down towards the ship. It's hard to make out any details aside from a humanoid form with massive wings coming off its back. It comes and lands right on the front of the ship. And standing there, you all see a massive planetar. It is this massive creature. It is a humanoid with these large angel-like wings that come off its back, but its skin is this like teal aquamarine color. It lands on the deck of the ship. And you guys have seen one of these before, those of you that were in the Druids, when you guys freed the Druids and rested for the night in Golden Fields in Dandyland. You guys, as it lands, it looks at all of you, kind of just sizing you up.
Gargak waves.
Hail and well met.
Greetings. You are the ones they call chosen, yes?
Oh, I turned to Zykor. I think you're right. I think we need to change the name. Yeah.
Yes, technically.
I will hop down for the crow's nest.
Looks just kind of glancing across the deck of the ship. It has come to the understanding of the one who sent me that you all are in the process of seeking passage. Yes?
Yes.
Passage to...
Are you asking me where you're heading?
We are currently traveling, yes. Seeking passage to the frost giants across the frozen seas.
I've come to deliver. Kind of rolls his eyes, like obviously does not want to be here doing this job. Just looks and goes, I've come to deliver a blessing, a boon of some kind.
Who is the one who sent you?
I am sent by the light of the sun. I'm sent by the one known as Paylor.
We have Paylor on our side now, too?
Do not speak as if he is an ally.
Okay, my apologies.
I mean, big fan of their work.
Which of the locations you desire to get access to do you feel you will have the most difficulty accessing?
Hell or the abyss.
Yeah, probably. Hell.
Probably. I mean, we just also don't necessarily know a powerful fae, but
I think I got that one covered.
hell or the abyss, yes. 9 hells.
The 9 hells. Have any of you ever been?
No.
Not yet.
When the time comes that you wish to take that journey, smash this. And he tosses you a bright red stone. Everyone and everything within 20 feet of that stone, when it breaks, will instantly be transported to the second layer of hell. It is not a two-way ticket, but it's a hell of a lot easier than dying. Pun intended, this is when you laugh.
that was good.
Thank you.
Bit of a straight face, hard to tell, yeah.
I get that a lot.
Thank you.
Don't thank me.
Thank you.
You see, he flaps his wings and rockets back into the sky.
That was pretty cool.
Okay.
There was a
That-
2% chance that happened.
Was it 10 and 11?
10 and 11.
We have a one-way ticket to the second layer of hell.
Does the stone look like a handbasket?
No. Rob, take a point of DM inspiration.
Hell yeah.
That was good. That was good stuff.
I will put it in my inventory, unless, Rob, you want to put it in the bag.
No, you got it. Or we can put it in the bag, yeah.
I just didn't know how much inventory tracking you were doing.
Inventory-wise, I've been tracking everything that a Nook's had.
I mean, either way is fine. I could. Does this have a concern of it being broken on our person in combat?
Probably.
Put it in the bag of holding.
I'm extremely upset that you just thought that through in that moment.
Why?
Because every
he was
time you
gonna
got hit,
use it
I was going to
against us.
make you roll random percentiles to see if it broke or not.
And then Lysander and anything within 20 feet of Lysander would immediately transport to hell.
Yep. Yeah. So cross that one off the list. That's
Now we
cool.
just got to figure out how to get to the abyss.
Yep. 2 days left of travel till the approximate area of where you see where the ice giants fortress, frost giants. I keep forgetting they're frost giants in D&D and not ice giants.
At any point in time during these 5 days, does our devil friend ever come back to the ship or to his mansion?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, Ileana, confirm with Olan that was in fact the correct name of the devil.
I'll message Olan and tell Olan the name of the devil.
Which was
Hold on, I put it down. Afterome? Afterome?
Bethalone. AFETH.
I'm horrible with names.
Alone.
I'm so sorry.
He goes, it could be. I don't. There's a lot of devil names to go through.
No, the oracle said that was its true name.
Well, then it's probably the right one. Yeah.
Just thought we'd help.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look, I'm frazzled. We got nuked by a god yesterday, so I'm a little, or 2 days ago, but I'm a little, I thought you were asking me to confirm what the oracle said, not you were confirming to me what the oracle said. Apologies. Thank you for the helpful information. That helps us narrow down the search. We will start looking for histories of this Aphethalone.
Is there anything we can do to help Silvery Moon, Ileana? Do you have any clue from the boat across the maps?
To help Silverman?
I feel bad. They got nuked by our problem.
Unfortunately, the way that I'm viewing this is they're just going to keep sending dandy clones to whoever is helping us, and we just have to kind of do what we're doing, but fast. I mean,
You're not wrong. Yeah, that was just not the information I wanted to hear, but I appreciate you giving it to me, and it is likely correct. Yes.
I'm sorry. I have
No,
a hug.
yes. Thank you, Ilya.
This is hard.
This is very hard. I didn't sign up for this. This was not what my pilgrimage was supposed to be. My rights. It wasn't. This is a lot.
We're born for this.
Thank you, Zykor.
I mean,
I
like I
did-
said, apparently things just work out for you.
Yeah, we did have a planetar sent down from Paylord to give us a stone to transport the hell.
So pissed.
That did.
It's even more funny for me saying this to Lysander because it was Lysander that caused it to happen.
Between Zach and Devin, who wants to roll? There you go. It's already there. 74.
What are we gonna attack by now?
You pass through a seemingly random and sudden lightning storm.
Of course.
What I would like to know from each of you is what you are doing to weather this storm.
Not hanging out in the crow's nest, I'll tell you that.
Geragak, make sure the crystal is secure and is not knocked loose. Gum, pull all things metal into the hole if possible to avoid us getting struck.
I did that when we ran out of cannonballs.
We ran out of cannon. Great. Thank you for pulling in the cannons.
So we're out of cannonballs.
Nobody ever told him to stop trading.
Ah,
Well, I mean, wouldn't Garagak have known because he was keeping inventory? Because Lysander did tell him to make sure he didn't shoot all the cannonballs.
Lysander said it's his job to resupply them if they ran out. And I was waiting for Coda to be like, I should go stop that. And
yeah.
I asked like 8 times, like, is there anything else y'all want to do? Nope. Cool.
Yeah, kind of forgot. I just kind of kept wanted to just train every day. Oh,
It's fine. We're out of cannonballs.
For now.
Captain
now.
Lysander, keep giving them orders.
I was trying to think of if we don't have sails of any variety.
I'm just going to stay at the helm and weather it out right there.
Anook, try your best to keep us on course. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. Folks wearing metal, please be careful. Get below deck or put dampening over yourselves. I guess I already told Geragak to do things. Zykor, maybe, or someone. Fill in soup. Make sure all of the supplies are actually not being knocked around in the storm under deck.
It nodded, rushed downstairs. Wolfclaw kind of runs up and goes, what about us?
There are more people on the ship. Anook, what happens in storms? What do we need to make sure stays kept?
I mean, anything that can blow off needs to be secured. If you maybe go below decks, except for anybody that needs to be up here. We don't have sails, so they don't need to be taken care of.
Gather supplies downside if you don't want to be caught in a storm.
To clarify, you do have the wings that spread out from the side of the ship. You don't have sails above, but you do have the balancing wings on the side.
Okay.
Ileana, please strap in. Keep an eye on the sails. If any are torn, mend them if possible. Anyone who is remaining on deck, tie yourselves on in case wind gusts get extreme. Those who are not prepared to fight or anything like that, please go below deck. Secure yourselves if possible. I don't know how rough this is going to be. If anyone can create water, have some on hand in case fires start.
On it, boss.
You see Phil kind of has just made it to the stairs and goes, I'm here to help. I'm here to do my job. And you see walks over and he straps himself in across from Ileana to try to help with the sails. He just harnesses
Phil, I'm
up.
Very proud of you.
Soup kind of looks at you and goes, should we send the kids to watch the stuff? I And
Yeah,
like,
I was just making sure you guys made sure they were like secured. I didn't want a 18 or 16-year-old getting hit by like a giant crate full of cannonballs, but that's not the problem anymore.
Don't
So
have any cannonballs.
exactly. Make sure uh please make sure everything below deck is safe. Everyone keep yourself safe. Keep the children, the young children very closely locked away. Phil Soup, you're welcome to stay up here.
I just go and I was like, Gum Gum, we'll go secure the supplies. Wolf, you just go make sure the kids aren't like freaking out, kind of like in a storm in the sky for Wolfclaw. I'll go take care of the supplies.
Good.
perfect. So everybody runs their positions. Now, how this is going to work is your ship is going to be taking a series of different natural obstacles that it has to pass, and each of you is going to have to make a check of some kind. And based on if you were prepared for the situation or not, with the jobs that everyone was assigned, will determine the outcome, or like whether you would like get advantage on the roll or disadvantage because nobody's there, or things like that. So the first and foremost one is trying not to get lost in the storm. So Anak, because you were very clear that you are maintaining on the wheel of the ship and making through, it is going to be, I guess it would be with advantage for you because it normally would be.
Okay. So we're still sticking with perception?
Yeah, technically it is survival plus proficiency, but that makes the roll easier than having to do math.
I hope I
24.
captained well.
Yeah, perfect. Lightning starts to strike down onto the deck of the ship, coming from the sides, coming from pretty much every direction surrounding you. This is a very unnatural storm. The ship is going to take a certain amount of damage, like parts of the ship are going to get damaged based off of where people are, things like that. So the deck of the ship itself is going to get struck by lightning. There's not a lot of quick evasion that you can really do on a ship to avoid a bolt of lightning. So there is a large, like, blasted hole, probably about 5 feet in diameter, in the center of the ship. Now, the sides of the ship are going to remain mostly intact because the cannons were pulled in. There's no metal attracting to the side of the boats. That leaves the crystal that is going to get shocked, as it's kind of like basically a lightning rod on the bottom. It gets struck with lightning, and you see that the braces that are holding it in place start to crack and break. Garagak was sent specifically down to make sure that those stay in place. So Garagak, what I need you to do is roll me a dexterity check. You will have advantage because you were down there ready to go when it happened.
Okay. Come on, crit. Oh, let's go. No shot. Back to back. Let's go,
Holy
baby.
Shit.
I quit.
Let's go.
I'm
We
done.
take those.
Let's go. We did those.
The game. GG.
Just
No,
standing up to
Alex.
prepare everything for us.
Let's go.
Alex, no.
I can't believe I crit on both.
Both of them. That is nuts.
We take those.
The fucking odds.
No, it'll work. It's fine.
Why was his training with Zexum instant? What the fuck?
It's bullshit. Okay. Roll a d6, Coda.
All right. If this crits too. Close.
So Garagak, with a deftness and a skill that could only be described as utter bullshit, you not only rapidly repair the cracks in the braces of the crystal underneath the ship, but you also reinforce them in such a way that they seem nigh unbreakable. For the next 5 encounters of, be it, like storms, creature attack, whatever, for the next 5 encounters, the crystal and its brackets are immune to damage.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Make a note of that somewhere, Coda.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Go fuck yourself. This is my fault. I did this. All right, so that's handled. The next thing that happens is that a bolt comes up from underneath the ship, misses the actual crystal itself, but strikes up and hits the powder keg storage.
But Gum Gum shot all the cannons, so we don't
You
have
run
any
out of
powder.
you run out of cannonballs, not powder. You know how this works. Generally, this would have been damage to the ship. But Zykor and Wolfclaw are both watching over the supplies.
Oh, I thought it was me and Gum Gum. I told Wolfclaw to make sure the kids were okay.
I thought you had taken, because Gum Gum was pulling in the cannons.
I thought he said he already did that. He
Oh,
said he did
correct,
that when they ran
correct.
out of cannonballs. So I said, Gum Gum, come with me.
Yeah, so
Wolfclaw,
it'll be you and Gum Gum. So you, I will need both of you to make dexterity saving throws with disadvantage because the room is being enveloped.
Uncanny dodge.
It's a good thing we sent a rogue to do this.
Nat
Shit.
1. So
Oh
Yep.
no.
I nat 20.
Do you have a DM info?
I have 3.
Jesus Christ, Zach!
I mean, I have 1. Well, I technically have 3 on Tumult's page. I don't know. Those carry over, right?
All right, so you use DM inspiration,
Oh, yeah, because I'm not going to find out what the nat 1 means.
and Gum Gum fails. So each of you, well, Gum Gum will take 34 points of fire damage, and Zykor, you will take none because you are a rogue with evasion who takes none. But hey, I'll take a point of DM inspiration burned for dodging 30 points of damage.
I mean, it could have been worse for me. It was a literal natural one. Like,
That's not how that works. The fourth obstacle that comes up, there is a flash and a torrential downpour of rain. Enough to the point where it is flooding down the hole in the center of the ship,
Oh,
the
it's not.
stairs. How is it not? Because you are dedicated to steering the wheel. What do you have in mind?
Create or destroy water.
On a torrential downpour
Or-
across the entire ship?
Or I could just control water.
Oh, I can assist with the creator destroying water if I can do that from where I'm at.
You are doing the bottom of the ship, but between the two of you, I'll say sure. That's fine. Between controlling and destroying and whatever of water, you guys can stop the flooding of the ship.
I mean, my other option was just going to say open the sides where the cannons come out and let it pour out.
They're on the second layer, though, so it'd be flooding up to the third level of the ship.
That's fair.
I mean, there is a big hole it would just drain right out of in the bottom of the ship now.
No, it pierced into the hole, not through the hole.
Yes.
But the one from underneath blew up the powder keg.
I mean, it is not. It's not like the one on top where it's like the 5-foot gigantuan one.
Ah.
That one was like the piercing shot. Again, this is not
Okay.
a natural storm where the lightning is being predicted. This is something else.
Okay.
right,
It would have drained,
Paylor's-
but it would have been very slowly.
Paylor's on our side. Saloon is pissed.
Hey, boss, I just said that, I was a big fan of their work. I didn't say that I was going to join them.
The last obstacle that shows up as you're getting to the edge of this storm is a massive thunderclap. It rocks the entire ship to its foundations. Your supplies are being watched over. The crystal and its braces are immune to everything for the duration of the event. The ship and everyone in it are going to take thunder damage. I need a Constitution saving throw from all of you, as well as everyone else on the ship.
Oh, yeah, I'm good at that. I'll absorb elements just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gum Gum's fine, Soup's fine. They'll still take half. Anak will take half. Ileana will take half. Zykor will take full. Garagak will take full. Lysander will be fine. I'm going to do physical dice real fast for the 4 teenagers and the 2 children. Wolfclaw passes.
I hope the small ones get help from being watched over by their elders.
So I'm not going to tell you of who all of the kids saved. until after I roll this for the dramatic effect.
But hey, at least everyone on deck was strapped down.
So the ship, everything in the ship, and everyone on the ship, if you failed to save, will take 32 points of thunder damage. Wolfclaw and the other teenagers passed. The 4-year-old little girl, crit.
Crit pass or crit fail?
Crit passed. The
Mr.
5-year-old
Muttons was on her side. He absorbed the shaking.
The fluffy.
Oh yeah, did you roll for muttons?
No, Coda, roll a d20.
Well, Mr. Muttons, amazing. And Princess Pony.
Yeah, you have all of them on the ship. So Coda,
Great.
roll 2. Okay, that one doesn't Dandy Basher because that was not you. That was Mr. Muttons. saving throw.
No.
You need to roll
But
another
no,
one
this
for
is-
awesome.
This is why Mr. Muttons saved the little girl. He was just so fluffy. She was safe.
I just crit 3 times in a row though.
Yeah, I'm aware.
If
Okay,
you
there we go.
If you buy 3, do you get 1 free?
Yeah, right.
The little girl rolled a natural 2. Or
No,
the
she
little
didn't.
boy, rather, the number
Oh,
the roll number
no.
5.
No, she didn't.
Okay.
I just got it and I'll use it now.
That's fine. Either way,
We have healing
he's
spells.
a 5-year-old little boy.
Gonna die from the half damage.
You guys get out of the storm, and immediately the door to the lower decks slams open, and you see Wolfclaw runs up holding a battered little boy, sets him down, and Spartos is going to immediately burn a diamond and a revivify
Yep.
spell.
100%. I was like, if he wasn't, I would have to, but he would.
Yeah, and he has like 30 of them motherfuckers. Like, that's why I didn't feel too bad about putting you guys through a thing where there's potential of the kids dying. Because I was like, you guys have a million resources at your disposal to bring people back from the dead. It's not a huge deal. DMs never do this. Never do this. Ever. Other than that, you guys have weathered the storm. And you are moving on to the final day's travel.
Start repairing while we keep going.
Yeah.
Get a
I assume-
hole in ship.
I assume you guys take the rest of that day and the next day in downtime you have to repair the ship up.
Geragak puts powder for the cannonballs on the list of things we need to replenish.
I'm not going to make you guys fully keep track of like ship HP and like different pieces of the ship and all. It's just way too much to keep track of. Basically, it's going to be a massive damage thing based off of the Palladium series of RPGs for their vehicle functions because it's a highly effective vehicle damage system. So if you guys never played Palladium, it's a lot more complicated than D&D is, but it's a lot of fun. It's a cool system. If you want to know more about that, put it in the comments or
Google it.
or tweet at us, like send us a message on Twitter and I can blow you up
That too.
with all of the information about Palladium stuff because it's a super fun system. Okay, final day. Ileana, percentile.
Literally think that there are higher beings that do not want me on this trip.
Or any of us. That was
No, just me. Anytime I'm in charge of keeping the ship safe, we get attacked by giant flying birds or a very unnatural lightning storm.
It's
Very
weird. You've
unnatural.
had the 2 highest percentile rolls, isn't it? That's wild. It's the last day of travel. You guys see as you're flying, you see off in the distance, flying alongside the ship, a massive, similarly sized to the skeleton dragon outside of the Temple of the Allfather, a massive golden dragon who just turns, nods its head as if in just acknowledgement, and then turns and heads back towards the mainland of the Storm Coast.
The thing was fucking huge. What
Was
the fuck
that
was that?
dragon? Oh,
I know that, but what the fuck was that?
That was
That's not-
big, yeah.
that was one of the
I bet you.
10,
Literally, I've never seen a dragon that big.
11.
I don't think my family's seen one that big.
That is one of the Okay, Zykor. Another thing that may not have came up. The original, most ancient 10 dragons are back in the Storm Coast, just hanging out. That was one of them.
The 10?
The 10. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Honestly, it probably really would. From a family of
yeah.
adventurers, these are like these are like the things that people went down in history for slaying. These are
Yeah.
like the pinnacle of what reaching legend as an adventurer is.
We
The
can't
10.
touch them.
Talk to them?
We
Not now.
can't.
He flew away.
Yeah.
Well, not him.
We talked to one. We talked to
But that was scary.
yeah, he was a skeleton dragon, the personification of winter. The name escapes me in this moment. He made us promise that we would not harm another of any dragon kind, intentionally or otherwise, or he would hunt us down and kill us.
My family's not
So
a part of that promise, right?
I think you are now.
you are, but I don't know about your family by proxy. Maybe tell them to
Nah.
not hunt dragons if you get the chance to reach out to them.
I'm gonna go.
Be careful.
Pull out my sending crystal for a moment. I'm gonna let them know to absolutely do not do the yearly, or not the yearly, but the like coming of age hunt for a young dragon at all.
Until the world is safe again. And then maybe not after that, but like
I will just say the 10 are involved. Don't kill any dragons. My parents will understand.
It's
I
like your
can't
crazy
imagine the
uncle.
return message on that one.
It's your crazy uncle that answers the sending stone. It's like, the fuck you mean we can't go hunt dragons?
The 10 are involved, and we are currently under a very strict deal with the dragons to not harm any dragons. And,
The 10?
yeah,
Like the 10?
the 10. Like
And they've
the
been
most.
dead for like years.
Yeah, but you know they can kind of do whatever they want.
The fuck you get yourself into, boy?
Legends.
You're goddamn right. Keep it up, boy. Woo!
I like that
That's it.
Sycor's family just has a crazy southern uncle.
Just full reign over them right now. Like,
I've gotten nothing. If I have no backstory, you are my playthings.
you can. To be honest, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like as Zach the player, I don't know what I'm physically doing as Tumult currently. Like I know what we said we were gonna do. And eventually I'm sure Alex and I'll talk about it, but currently we've said nothing.
We should tell Tumult saw Golden Dragon returning to the Storm Coast. Somebody has a contact with him. Debartos says? Debartos has that stone.
Tabartos or Ileana have it because I gave him both of them when I gave him the Olan stone.
The only one I have is Olan's. Tapatos would have the Tumult Stone.
Should I is this part of my job? Am I supposed to do this?
You're the captain. I mean, unless you tell someone to do it.
Okay. I would take the sending stone from Tapartos. Hey, Tumult.
Hello.
So, we are to the north of the Storm Coast, currently around the seas of moving ice way up there. Just saw one of the, what we think is the 10, very big, akin to skeleton dragon, gold, gently nodded at us and then flew to the Storm Coast. So whatever you're doing, big old dragon, be careful, heading approximately your way if you're on land. So
Okay.
just, I don't know. It felt important to let you know on your dragon adventures.
What was the heading?
It was heading back to the Storm Coast, probably through the spine of the world. Do we have any sense of what direction it was heading?
Yes, I would.
It was heading roughly east, back towards the Storm Coast. There was no real direct heading.
We don't have a lot of specifics, just kind of east back towards land. But more of the 10 are on the table. Just
How
be
did you guys
careful.
See it?
It was very. Where did
Like,
we
you
see it?
talk to it? Like,
No,
how
it-
did you see it? Like, did it like land near you, or did you see it take off? Like,
Oh no, it passed us on the airship.
How high up?
Very? I don't know.
Oh, I'll figure it out.
I have never flown an airship before. I don't know how this works.
I'll figure it out. I know fly. We'll figure it out.
Just letting you know, just the gold one is on the table now. Good luck. Don't die. That's all we hope for.
No idea where I'm at, but I know where I'm going.
All right. I just sent him to his death. All right, let's.
So you guys finish your day's travel. And as you're finishing the day, as sort of dusk is starting to fall, you guys see, looking down, a massive fortress built on top of a glacier.
If I had a lot of money, I'd bet that this is important.
That is probably the Frost Giant's fortress.
How big does it look?
Big enough where you are seeing a relatively detailed image of it from about a quarter mile away.
I would wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, I could sit there like looking at it. It's tiny. Like I can destroy it from here, like squinting just.
No screaming javelins being thrown at it. No, nothing. We are here to scout, to see what is going on. Stay on the ship, Gergek, please.
Do we have
Okay.
a map aboard?
We still have the dandelion map. We still have the dandelion map.
Wait, do we?
Unless
Or
that
did we
got
lose it?
destroyed.
We only brought back what we brought, right?
No one had the dandelion map. No one chose it unless it came back on one of the packs.
It's true.
And technically, I think Tumult would have had that because I did ask for the maps at one point.
Sure, the
Maybe.
ship had charts and some maps. In
Does
the
it guys
have
navigation
maps?
room.
Yeah, we'd have a navigation room, right?
I'm just going to go there and circle the general area that we're seeing this because obviously we don't know the exact coordinates, but we know roughly where we went to. And just kind of circle for an idea for later for planning a siege. 'Cause we have to
Alright.
tell people where to go.
Or a talk. It could be a talk.
How close are you guys wanting to get?
I think right here is good to start. I mean, I figured we'd all stop.
Yeah.
So do we want to, how close do we want to get to scout other than know it's here? Do we know anyone who knows giants and giant culture?
I mean, I can speak giant.
Moog might know, potentially. We might be able to reach out to Moog and see what she knows of the frost giants.
Hey, do we have that invisibility spell thing? If somebody could make me invisible, I could go fly around and take a look and see.
Is it safe?
If I'm invisible, it makes it a little more safe.
It could be worth getting a closer look if that is the case. If we can make you invisible and also... Ileana, can you do both invisibility and link him to us?
Okay, so I had to double check these, but I can do the link thing. That's just a ritual thing. That's not concentration. That's a 1 hour duration, and it's up to 8 creatures are linked telepathically. So it's just a 10-minute, 11-minute cast time. Invisibility is good, but it's only a 1 minute duration.
Oh, is it?
Concentration.
Yeah, he's got greater invisibility, not just
I
regular.
don't have the level 2 regular invisibility.
So we can't make you invisible.
Yeah.
I can.
Oh,
I keep forgetting you're a powerful magician. I'm sorry. You're used to... Thank you. You're great.
I know.
Ileana, Link, Anuk Bird, Zexim invisible?
I will have to come along for the journey.
Do you trust to?
Why would
I
I
don't think-
not?
I don't
I
think
don't-
he'd offer himself if he didn't.
They,
Them.
likely would not. Giant Fortress didn't want to throw you into something you didn't. Yep, I get it.
Your mission is our mission is the mission.
I'm just being cautious with our friends.
So, since you're casting the spell and stuff, do you want a really big ride or do you just want a big ride?
But as small as you can possibly be seems better. I'll be able to come along no matter.
Okay. So I'll wild shape into a giant eagle.
That's not small at all.
It's big enough to carry him.
I don't. Yeah, I
Thank
don't.
you.
It's okay. I know I made it hard on you guys by doing a non-binary NPC. You got it. It's a learning thing. But no, Zexum explains as you go to transform. Because I know I can come no matter what size. You could be a house fly, and I would be able to come along on the journey. Though we probably wouldn't make it over there very quickly.
No, I don't think so.
So like a gull or something.
Hummingbird.
What kind of birds have we seen around here?
Honestly, not too many. The ones that you are seeing are like seagulls.
Albatross, maybe?
Yeah, you do see a few Arctic hawks.
Oh, an Arctic hawk. That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Because they'll probably be like the eagle and have the keen eyesight.
Yeah, I would say to just use either like a hawk or an eagle's stat block for it. I don't know if
Okay.
Arctic hawk is specific. I don't even know if that's like an actual thing, but it is now. Perfect. You wild shape, and as you do, Zexum kind of struts towards you and looks at the hawk and goes, "That'll do," and steps lightly onto your back, and then you
Okay.
both turn invisible.
It's just like using fly on like a fucking gull Pokemon where you're just like, yes!
Mm-hmm.
I take off.
You take off towards the Frost Giant Fortress.
Mhm.
How close are you wanting to get?
Well, I'm gonna do a wide fly around to see if there's anything out there, like on the battlements or walking around. And then, depending on what I see that way, is depending on how close I will get as to what else I can see.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Perception with advantage. 28.
Nice.
28. You see several frost giants kind of walking around general guard duties, patrolling the walls of the castle, standing at the sort of entry drawbridge that you see kind of drops down into a farther glacier, off of which are built massive docks.
Any ships in?
No ships to dock currently. With a 28, you catch a faint flicker in one of the giants. Like it flashes in and out of existence ever so briefly. As you train your eye on it, you start to see that same flicker in various small pieces of the castle.
So I will fly. Still, like I said, I start wide and I'll fly to a place that doesn't look like it's quite as well guarded. And I'll come in closer.
Okay.
So that way, I can still see more details as I get closer, but I'm trying to actively avoid most of the giants.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, with advantage because you are invisible. That is a 3.
That is a 3.
Okay, so you and Zexum fly around. You find a relatively secluded spot, and you fly in towards the castle. And are you trying to land, or are you just
No.
trying to get close?
I was just trying to get close.
Perfect. You fly in close, and you see a relatively secluded wall. And as you fly in, you pull a little closer than you wanted to, and with a wing beat, you scatter snow. And stepping out of a doorway is one of these giants who looks and sees the snow scatter. And you see it kind of acknowledges, looks around, and then continues on its path.
Do I still see the flickering?
Yeah. Being up close and especially being able to see inside, you can see the inside details are basically just appearing and disappearing randomly throughout.
So we're linked, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll relay that information, which you've already told us. Thank you. Yeah. Is there anything else that you want me to look at or look for while I'm out here looking around?
Do they seem prepared for war? Do they look peaceful, like they're having a normal day?
In all reality, this is just a paltry illusion. This isn't real. This is frost giant magic. It's meant to deceive those looking to come and cause harm to them. I can take it down if you want, but I feel like that would be signaling something we don't want.
No. No. Is there a way that we could look through the illusion without taking it all the way down?
I could, but I don't want to be the sole bearer of that responsibility if you don't trust me to relay what is known.
Hey, you've been my boss trainer type person. I trust you. You're on my back.
Be prepared to fly away very quickly then, because once I do this, we will be very visible.
Got it.
You guys see, kind of looking off the distance, just see the smallest little flash as Anuk and Zexum kind of, and you see balanced in just like a very zen pose on one foot on top of this hawk's back, and you guys hear through this link, they go, I see it's a crystal that is generating the illusion. But next to the crystal is some sort of, it looks to be large, almost trap door. I think their actual true fortress may be under the ice and ocean itself. I don't think an all-out siege like Groodhog is going to be effective. Unless you know a way to get mass amounts of armies to a place that is down a singular pathway.
I'm going to circle back and bring him back to the ship.
Perfect.
Or we can try diplomacy.
Oh, hey, I'm all about the diplomacy. I just wanted to look and see what was out there before we went.
Oh, no, totally. It just, I mean, the all-out siege is not the only option we have on the table here. After the plane, we can speak to Moog, or before. That's at the Bartos conversation, to see what we know of the frost giants, if they are reasonable or more so than some of their kin.
Also, if we wanted to see kind of in the water and under the ice, I could go do that too.
It just depends how fortified it is, or if there is anything to be seen. It's very cold water. Would you be okay?
I'd be fine.
Do we want to see what's below the surface, or?
Zexum, do you think it'd be a wise idea, considering you had to peer at the crystal?
I mean, almost assuredly, there's going to be more illusions below that are trying to hide this fortress from prying eyes.
Can you breathe underwater?
He can.
They can. Learning curves, baby.
I'm sorry. Now, Zexum looks at you, Anuk, when you say that and goes, I can?
If you want to.
Can you do the weird animal thing again?
Yeah, I got one more.
As long as all of you are on board with me being your eyes, then
As long
Only
as
eyes
you
we
feel
have?
safe doing it.
I think we're going to have to take the boat down, though. I don't want to jump from up here.
how about we trade off transportation then?
Okay.
I've been working on something. It should be wonderful. And you see, go ahead and take the shape that you want to take underwater.
I'm looking for it. I was pretty sure Orca was in there.
I mean, if you got a whale, you probably got an orca. Oh, it's under killer whale.
It's not what they are.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the shape.
Perfect. You turn into a killer whale on the deck of the ship and goes,
It was either that or a great white shark.
yeah, that's fine. And Zexum looks at you and goes, I like your style. Everyone, you may want to take a brief step back. They start to run in a circle, surrounding Anuk at like a blinding speed. And it slowly creates this drift of wind that lifts Anuk up and then just carries him. And then they slowly float down to the water's edge. And as soon as you get in the water, you feel just arms just like clinging to you. You hear in the link.
Before I wild shaped, I cast.
I
water
assumed
breathing.
as much, yes. But they cling on to you and go, can we please go quickly? You guys take off, and as you're going down, Anuk, you don't really see anything. You see continuation of the ocean as it should be. But Zexum starts to relate to you guys. I can see the pathway leading down, and it looks to be a simple tunnel that leads straight down. But
I have a question.
what's up?
Does the illusion work against echolocation?
Yes, it is a full barrier illusion. It's literally like a magic field.
Just asking because when you think illusion, you think visual sight.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. A very good question.
So you'd probably echolocate up against a wall, and you would know that there is a barrier there, which is helpful.
You do, yeah. So you do feel, and that's why you don't run into it, is you do know that there's something there. And as you go, and Zexum kind of like goes silent as they start to describe things and goes, "This is an Arcanus Magnate's work."
The fortress or the barrier?
The barrier. But it's far too large for what it should be.
Is there another arcane Magnus, but not you guys?
No? Well, yes, technically, but we're all connected. We all...
Okay, so let's say that we're trying to save the world, right? And you guys are helping us try to save the world. But what if there's another group of really strong and powerful wizards like you guys that is trying to destroy the world? Would you guys know about them?
It depends on how good they were at being a secret. The fact of the matter is that the most powerful of the Arcanus Magnate that I've ever encountered can create a field like this of roughly 120 feet across. This is covering about a square mile of ocean.
That's a big spell power.
A boosted magnate of sorts?
We're
Okay.
a group.
Or a group?
The most likely answer is, well, there's two options. One, this was cast by several members of the Arcanus Magnate, combining their power, or, more terrifying, is that this is a member of the Arcanus Magnate that has been killing their own kind and collecting their own power for themselves.
Is that a thing that could happen?
It is a thing that has happened, but shouldn't be able to happen. Anuk, if you don't mind, I would very much like to leave this place now. You guys return to the ship. Anuk, you feel a familiar presence.
While I'm underwater,
Correct.
do I see?
With a quick
anything?
turn back to look, you see two eyes staring at you.
Kind of give it a flipper wave as I.
You see, because Zexum is on your back, so as you turn, they kind of have to like turn with you, and they look. They go, "Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Why did we turn? We can talk on the ship. Let's go rejoin the others." You guys return to the ship.
Now, does Zexum seem to be affected by the cold? Because we were just on Arctic
Yes, yes. They are an Earth Genasi.
Poor circulation.
They're very, very uncomfortable underwater.
Time for lunch. I start making soup. Stew.
Steve goes, "What?"
I'm making stew for you. Yeah.
Oh, good, great, okay.
Nice worm. And I bring Zexum over to warm him up.
They look at you and just very appreciative. You see that Gum Gum has taken one of the like back panels off of one of the cannons and has like taken the knob off he used to open it and set it down on the deck of the ship. It's, you know, just like a little, like probably 2.5 foot diameter metal bowl, basically. And he has kind of tossed some wood in there and made a small fire as well for Zexum to sit by.
There's actually wood-burning stoves that go into ships that won't burn the whole thing down.
Yeah,
So you
I'm
can have
aware.
hot food.
I'm aware. This is Gum Gum trying to be helpful.
Oh, okay.
You all sit. They relay everything that they saw and, just filling all of you in. And as you all are sitting enjoying your meal, you hear a voice. Well, didn't y'all just decide to get yourselves wrangled up in something you should have never come anywhere near? You turn, and at the very head of the ship, just sitting, one leg down, full black robes, hood down, covering their face, and 5 tomes of the Arcanus Magnate floating in a circle behind their back. I got a feeling y'all and I have to have a conversation. And that is rolling this week's episode of The Dice That Bind Us. Thank you, everyone at home, for watching. Thank you all so very much. It means a lot to us that you guys take the time out of your week to watch our videos. It means the world. At time of recording, we hit 80 subscribers, slowly moving up in the world, doing cool things. That's awesome. Thank you guys for the support in that way. Remember to share it with your friends if you guys enjoy the show. Like the videos, comment on the videos so we can talk to you. But yeah, just thank you so much for watching, and we will, of course, see you next Wednesday on The Dice That Bind Us. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.